Hello everyone, you're welcome to today's episode on My Teacher the Reward. Again, this program is a platform where you reward, you recognize, and you appreciate a teacher, one who has impacted your life, one who has taught you and enlarged your scope of knowledge, one who has brought beautiful memories to you, and you just want to use this platform to say thank you. You reach out to that teacher and recognize them, making them know who you are today and what everything they did to you, every knowledge they brought to you has been useful to you from your cradle to who you are today. Remember, if today's the first time of watching or tuning into this channel, remember to like, place a comment, and you can subscribe. We also recommend you to click the bell icon so you can get notified each time a new video is dropped. So this episode is going to be so interesting, so informative, educating, and I want you to relax. We have something so cooking, something so beautiful for you today. We have a wonderful guest, someone you will love to listen to, someone you will love to hear about. We're bringing him here to this platform to educate you and to put you on the right track. We're talking about someone who is a poet, he's a scriptwriter, he's an author, he's a songwriter, he's a gospel musician, he's a teacher. We're talking of Mr. Deacon BUCHI. Yes, he's popularly known as BUCHI. Yes, it's the very BUCHI that you know. You're welcome, sir.
Thank you.
Welcome
Thank you very
to
much.
this platform.
Yeah,
Welcome to my
You weren't
teacher.
sure which one to use, Mr. or Deacon, or just BUCHI.
That's because we hold you so much in high regard.
Thank you very much. BUCHI would just be fine.
Oh yes. Okay, BUCHI, you're welcome to my teacher the reward. And on today's platform, you'll be listening to something different from what you've been watching on our platform. Asa, could you just tell us more about you? Let our audience, those who haven't known you before now, let them get to know you better.
Well, like you rightly said, I write,
Okay.
I sing, I've been a teacher for decades now. First of all, before the university and then in the University of Lagos. And I dare say that even after I left teaching in the University of Lagos Department of English, I have continued to teach because the stage has become an extension of the classroom for me. Even in the music that I do, my attention and focus is usually in communicating the song more than performing the song, but communicating the song. So once a teacher, always a teacher.
Wow. You heard that, once a teacher, always a teacher. But could you please tell us, in your own perspective, who is a teacher?
A model, a channel through whom information and much more is drawn. Yes? What do we draw from our teachers? Character. Have you noticed a lot of times that after a course of study, some people begin to talk like their teachers, begin to sound like their teachers? I remember very well that I think I was still in high school when I heard a teacher make a passionate comment. I never forget it. She said, "There is beauty in language." That statement keeps ringing in my ears and informed my choice of course of study. I went the language line, and I have remained in that line, ever conscious of that statement, that there is beauty in language. It didn't come because she taught me straight from the classroom, the beauty of language. It came because in her moment, her unguarded moment, she let it out. There is beauty in language, and that stuck. That gives you an idea of the kind of influence that teachers have on their wards and pupils, students. Yes? So A teacher is the one who helps you to form your personality.
Wow.
A teacher is the one who completes the work that began from home. A teacher is the one who prepares you for your future.
Wow. Yeah.
And molds your personality.
Beautiful. Beautiful. With all you heard about who a teacher is, I can't really tell me if I didn't repeat it, but I know you grasped all that he defined a teacher according to his perspective. We could describe teachers in different forms and different language, but one beautiful thing I think, amidst the several beautiful things you mentioned, is that a teacher defines your character. That's when people see you, they will be able to tell who you have been with. There should be a rubber for a teacher in your life, in your personality. This brings us to the discussion for today. What we'll be talking about. We're looking at the trend in our society, especially in our country, Nigeria. We are in the season of election. We have the gubernatorial election, the presidential election, the various House of Representative and the Senate. The elections are coming up, and we see that a teacher being who they are, influencers, people who mold our character, people who help us in our choices, in guiding us for a successful future. Now we are looking at what do you think the role of a teacher is, and how they will help in guiding and influencing those who are under their reach in making and choosing a good government.
At the elementary stage, you could say that a teacher could make a pronouncement and guide the people under him or her, the way they should go. But there's something beyond that, because the people who are of age to vote are people who are 18 and above, well past their formative years. So now you will be talking about the teacher at the tertiary level. But the announcement alone doesn't do it. It is the values instilled in the pupils or the students that counts here. Yes? When you instill the right values in your students, even when you're not there, they would make the right choices. And when I look at the political terrain, it's not difficult for me to see who I imagine that the teachers would want to hold up. To their students as a model. There is something about character. I mean, we're in a society where, for some reason, the worst of us is thrown up for leadership. I keep wondering, when I go to a particular state of the nation and I look at who the governor is, and sometimes, not all the time, sometimes I say, is this not the state that produced this person, that person, such a person? Why is it that of all the wealth of individuals, personalities from that state, it is this one with a questionable character, unstable character, that is up for leadership? What is it about the process in our country that throws up the worst of us for leadership? So a teacher at this point would have to rely on the values that he or she has instilled in the students to know, because by saying vote for this person, you're also holding up that person as a role model for your students. Yes? And for me, it's really, really interesting at this time. And I look forward to a new Nigeria. I look forward to a society that works, so that Nigeria can begin to become a nation. I believe very strongly that we're not yet a nation. That there are different nations contained in Nigeria. But the process of growing into nationhood is an ongoing thing, and we're still at the beginning process, in the stages of growing into nationhood. I think that if we choose the right leader this time, Nigeria is capable of evolving into a nation. Yes? And when I look around, I wonder, who is that person that would take the country beyond ethnicism? Who is that person that would take the country, who is not known to be on the side of any particular ethnic nationality? Yes? Well, short of naming names, I would prescribe values. I would prescribe character, so that you look at them and of course you know what to do. That's what a teacher does. Gives you guidelines. It points you in the way that you should go.
He doesn't really necessarily have to mention names, but you know, one thing I noticed in our society today is that there is much more enlightenment than it used to be. People are just suddenly aware.
That's right.
Ignorance just faded away. Knowledge has come. Everybody, or I shouldn't use the word everybody, everyone just suddenly began to know what things ought to be and what they want. And I also believe that every teacher who is very sincere and dedicated to their job, this is a new phase even in teaching. Yes, because if the new Nigeria that we have longed for, we have expected so much, and it's like the majority of the people are expectant for a new Nigeria, and we believe that sure, there will definitely be a new Nigeria. So even in the educational sector, things are definitely going to change.
Oh yes. I look forward to seeing guidance and counseling reintroduced to schools. Guidance and counseling. I look forward to seeing farming brought into the curriculum. We can learn farming even from the rudiments and basics of farming from primary school, secondary school. I look forward to seeing herbs introduced into the curriculum, so that you can go to school and study herbs, and not say that anyone who works with herbs is a herbalist next to a native doctor, and they are classified, when this is our civilization
and all
that
this
ought to be developed right from school. So the things that are relevant to our daily living, I want to see them begin from the school.
The classroom.
Yes, from the classroom.
Very practical.
Exactly. We will have a better society.
Yes, we do. We are ready, because we are excited about the election, and we just beckoning on the teachers to play their role, because they are people of influence. So, and when these things come to bear, you know, both the students in the tertiary institution, we celebrate their teachers. Yes, they celebrate, they will honor their teachers, because their teachers sort of guided them in making the right decisions, making the right choices in choosing who their leader should be. Okay, and I want to say this, you know, looking at the fact that an unhealthy, can you just tell us what you think an unhealthy society has introduced to even the educational sector? You know, all this, you know, is because of the bad governance that we have had in the past. Now I'm putting it in the past because there is a new government, and because that's our expectation, that is what it is going to be. You know, so that there were ills that the previous society has introduced in schools, and we know that even the teachers, they have suffered from this. I know, for instance, that there are students who can bully teachers. Yes, that's because of where they are coming from. That's because of what the society throws at them. This question I'm asking, I'm saying so that you could throw more light and encouraging the teachers on what their role today will be even to their benefit.
I'll give you two examples, I should say.
Okay.
The first being 419, as we call it here.
Okay.
Yeah? Obtaining by tricks.
Okay.
A wicked, twisted lifestyle that preys on people.
Yes.
It is stealing.
Yes.
Okay? I was still teaching in the University of Lagos in the 80s when I noticed that this culture, this phenomenon had become so prevalent in our country.
Yes.
Young people were making millions of dollars and pounds.
Yes.
And the ones in school began to feel like they went the wrong way. Okay? Because those who didn't go to school, who didn't do well academically, were prospering, flourishing, making a lot of money, and flaunting it. And so a lot of children lost interest. They were distracted, lost interest in education. And people, you could see people openly question the integrity of education, the use, the value of education. Yes? And that was truly damaging for our educational system. Indeed, today, if you look closely, you will find that there are people who are leading us today who were involved in that lifestyle, in this 419 lifestyle. They have reason to become leaders in society. So what do you expect? When you reward evil, you mock good. When you reward evil, you mock good. You are saying to the people who didn't go that way, you made a mistake. When in actual fact, they're the ones who did the right. So we're celebrating things that we should be ashamed of. And we're regarding as ordinary things that we should be proud of. Those who stayed away from that lifestyle and kept their integrity. The second example is cultism. Today we find that we are ruled by cultists. Positions of leadership in government. I mean, if the elected governor is answerable to somebody behind that we do not know, if the president is answerable to someone we do not see, a faceless person behind the scene, some kind of godfatherism, if a commissioner or a local government chairman is not the one who holds the power, but is answerable to someone else behind the scene that we do not see, that's cultism right there. Because someone is behind, pulling the strings, calling the shots. What moral justification do we have to tell our children not to join cults when they see that cultists are the ones running the show? It's disastrous. And it is for us teachers to constantly hold up the light. Not just by what we say, but by the values we celebrate before the children. The values we celebrate, the kind of people we bring to them to speak to them, the kind of people they see us hobnob with, the people we talk about, the people we celebrate. When we hold up the right role models for our students, they would go the right way.
Wow. Thank you so much. If you've been following us, stay tuned. Don't go away. We'll be right back. Stay on the show with BUCHI, the songwriter, the teacher, the poet, and the author. Many things you have done. Okay. Remember, if you are just joining us, make sure you subscribe and click the notification icon so you could get notified each time we drop a new video. So could you just speak to a teacher there? There are teachers who are really not excited about their job as teaching. Now, we're not looking at the four walls of the school, we're looking at instructors, former and informal teachers, basically, they are meant to do a lot, influencing personal knowledge to another generation. So if you could just put some confidence to a teacher who is at the verge of giving up or discouraged in their work, let them know that there are people who are looking forward to them, looking up to them for a better future.
Hello, my dear teacher. I need you to first realize that success in what you're doing is not measured by how much you have accumulated. Someone rightly said that some people are so poor, all they have is money. You have something bigger than money. You have something of more value than money. Do not judge your success by how much you have in the bank. Yes, but I also say to you, do not accept that your profession is embedded in poverty, that if you choose to be a teacher, you must be poor. Do not accept that thinking, because there are opportunities beyond selling handouts. There are opportunities, a great world vista of opportunities open to you as you teach the children, as you raise them right. Not only is God watching and rewarding you, not only will these children come back and remember you made me, but even for yourself, you will find ideas that will come to you.
Wow.
The ideas will not come when you are grumbling.
Yeah.
The ideas will not come when you're looking for something dubious to do. The ideas will come when you focus on that which you are called to do. Ideas will come. Ideas that will take you from where you are, indeed beyond where you desire to be. God bless you.
Wow, awesome. Thank you so much, teachers. You are the best. You indeed have the best profession. And we're using this platform to celebrate you for what you're doing. You are molding lives. You're building the nation. You're making the future a better place, even safer, because of those lives that have been committed to your trust, even by the government. Yes, yes. You're the best person for that job. And we celebrate you today. Keep doing the good thing you're doing. And to all our audience, remember to reward a teacher. There's a quote that their reward is in heaven, but you put in a place of authority. You can come on this platform to say thank you to that teacher who stood there, whose words you remember even where you are today. Thank you so much for watching. Remember to subscribe, remember to like, and remember to place your comments. I remain your host, Prosperous. Thank you for watching My Teacher the Reward. Thank you. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you.
God bless you.
Yeah.